Please open with that.
Welcome to another exciting episode of AHHWF. I don't know why I play producer and also intro the show, but that's the way we do it here.
Like Maximum Challenge.
Yeah. That's
Or
like,
you like Maximum Challenge. I like Maximum sitting on my ass.
let's see how many things we can do at one time. But anyway, we have a special treat for you here to start things off at AHHWF. Well, Chris, do you want to tell the people at home what we have for them?
The second time this year that Hollywood has invaded the gymatorium here at AHHWF, because opening the show is a special Hobbs and Shaw weekend kickoff preview exhibition match between Deckard Shaw and Luke Hobbs. And if you're thinking, who are Deckard and Luke? They're better known by their fictional alter egos, Jason Statham and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yes.
But we're talking like the actual people here. So
Yeah, we don't deal in all this silly fiction stuff.
Yeah,
This is
no.
a non-fiction show right here.
Fame's stupid.
Yeah.
So we're here to tell you that Deckard Shaw and Luke Hobbs are here. You know, they just had a documentary recorded about their lives teaming up on the front lines of whatever's going on with the
Yeah.
person who goes by Idris Elba sometimes.
Yeah. Well, and it's nice to see that Luke Hobbs' cousin is getting a start in wrestling now too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You know,
I
that's pretty fun.
believe he goes by the Large Cat.
Yeah. Speaking of that, here's
Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Here's a large auditorium.
here's a modestly sized for the school district's budget auditorium.
It's a gymatorium because they also play dodgeball in here.
Yeah, during lunch it gets a little messy. But the kids love it. And you know who's gonna love being here tonight is Deckard Shaw, because he's got a bone to pick. You know, the last thing he ever wanted to do was team up with Luke Hobbs. I think he expressly said the last thing he'd ever want to do is work with that man. But you know, if you've seen trailers for their latest motion picture, you know that that's exactly what they're going to have to do. Some hijinks in a glass elevator where one of them was supposed to jump and the other one didn't do it. And
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. So now
They really have fun.
they have fun over there. But Deckard Shaw is looking to put the fun away right here and finally settle the score with Hobbs. They reached out to us, big fans of the pop culture phenomenon AHHWF that they are, and they asked if they could take this very special fight to the grandest stage of them all.
You
A
know,
regular
we're
episode of
in,
AHHWF in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
We're in Pilot's hometown.
No way.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Oh, here he goes. The man of the hour, the man with the power, Luke Hobbs.
You know, and personally, I'm really excited that Luke Hobbs is here. You know, I know we're supposed to be not like picking sides and everything, but I grew up when Luke Hobbs had that brief stint as a wrestler, where he went by The Rock.
Yeah.
I grew up like loving Luke Hobbs and loving him. Like, he got me into wrestling in the first place. So the fact that Luke Hobbs is here in AHHWF, this is a special treat for me.
I think it's a special treat. He's wearing Han Solo's belt, his little holster.
Yeah.
That is.
Well, an homage to another wrestling great.
Yeah, you know, his alter ego being Harrison Ford. You know, wrestling names are strange sometimes, but I think Han Solo was a perfectly good wrestling name.
I would think
go with
so
that.
too, but what are you gonna do? I don't know. Things are weird.
Hobbs looking intense, staring out into the millions and millions of Luke Hobbs fans here in the gymatorium and out there on the internet.
Known for his famous catchphrase, "If you smell what Luke Hobbs is cooking."
The people's paramilitary guy.
Having trouble coming up with other jokes.
Well, you know, that's the hard part of the job, man. That's why not just anybody can do it, including us.
Yeah.
Look at that eye! Look at the ferocious eyebrow on Luke Hobbs' face. That man.
He's truly a magnetic kind of wrestler, you know? He's really, he like lights up a room when he comes into it, you know? It's
There's
like,
some kind of,
it's like explosive, you know?
There's like some kind of static charge.
Yeah, he's definitely not static though. I can tell you
No,
that much.
absolutely not.
He moves a lot.
Absolutely. And we're about to get things moving here ourselves on this fine Thursday evening. Welcome to HHWF, Hobbs versus Shaw.
Yeah,
Let's go,
seriously.
let's do it.
Kicking off an AHHWF with this high-profile match.
And Deckard Shaw carrying on a proud Alien Happy Hour Wrestling Federation tradition and wrestling in a suit I wish I had taken like statistics for all the times people have done that before about whether it aided them or hurt them. But it's something that happens here a lot in this school building. So far, Deckard Shaw running. Nope, there it is. The AHSWF commentary curse. Oh, what is this, Ben? Gigantic electric chair. The most electrifying chair in sports entertainment.
I think it was more of an explosive chair, honestly, if you're asking me. But
also, we were having a good time, having fun over here, but he just kicked Deckard Shaw straight across the mouth. Oh my god! Right across the bald head. He is.
Well, he's mad about that elevator thing from the trailer.
That's true, yeah. That was a big issue. You know, any relationship you have, you're gonna have little things like that to build up, and rather than build resentment, these two are choosing to punch each other in the face in front of everyone.
You know, sometimes you gotta work things out with a good fight.
Yeah.
That's the wrestling way.
The wrestling way. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Deck and Hobbs. Hobbs stopped to taunt and perhaps spit on his palm to then strike Deckard Shaw with, but Shaw didn't like that idea too much. I mean, who would?
Well, you know, it's kind of
Although, Ben,
disrespectful.
you said yourself you're such a big Luke Hobbs fan. Would you let him smack his spit across your face? Are you that big of a fan or no?
I mean, no, because that's not my kink. But
like,
you know,
it's
I don't like celebrities beating me up for fun.
It's Dwayne the Hobbs Johnson, Ben.
Don't you mean Luke the Luke Hobbs?
Big clothesline. You know, the obvious size advantage goes to Luke. And Deckard Shaw by the end of this might say, Luke, you sat on me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wish that was his entrance music.
A big spine buster from the man,
Luke. Oh,
he sets up for the people's eyebrow, or no, the people's elbow, and then just slides in for a pin. Anyway, both a clever trick against Deckard Shaw, who might have known what was coming, and otherwise surprised, and also just like messing with the fans, which I can always appreciate. A little spunk, little attitude from Mr. Hobbs. Look at the strength of Deckard Shaw, though. Not encumbered whatsoever by those long, stuffy sleeves.
But a kick out from the Luke.
Which bald man is more powerful?
I think it's the Luke.
Is that who you got?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with Deckard Shaw because he killed Han, and that seems like a big deal, even if the movie's trying to tell you it isn't. Rock bottom to Deckard Shaw, and he kicks out. Shaw staying in this, murderer that he is.
Some would say smack that ass.
Where's Suki? She's probably watching this somewhere. Whatever happened to her? She should get involved in all this nonsense again.
I bet she's in 9.
That'd be so good. Here we go. Another electric chair, another explosive chair. Second big spine buster setting up. Will he do it this time?
The Luke's feeling it right now.
Oh, squatting down. Luke, you sat on me. As the prophecy foretold. Hobbs beside himself, which he often is because he's just that large.
The gymatorium, though, cheering for Deckard Shaw, it appears.
You know, I think they like the good underdog story. And Luke Hobbs puts him under with a big rock bottom.
Yeah. He's going to be under Luke Hobbs right now for this 3 count.
Oh, wow. It appears I'll have more time to think of a punny conversion of the rock bottom to something that fits Luke Hobbs' character because this match is not over. Scooping in for that chin lock. Shaw not letting him keep it on for long, though, trying to bust out of this like he busted out of prison with him in the 7th movie. Or no, the 8th one. I don't want my credibility question. Leave me alone on the internet.
The internet leaves him alone.
That's true. I literally just tweeted Vin Diesel's 52 because I couldn't believe it. And I got like 4 mentions like, Vin Diesel sucks! And I was just like, you don't know who you're tweeting at. Like, I will block you.
Yeah. Also, like, bald man triple threat.
Oh, yeah, we should have got him in here, too. Whoa, that a...
Dom Toretto.
Yes. No wrenches allowed, though, Dom. Gotta keep it clean over here. Bring your little dorky spreadsheet that figures out how many times you can get hit. And a big Deckard T to Luke Hobbs. Right on the shiny head. And kicking out before 1, Luke Hobbs is a monster among men.
Grimdark in the chat saying, Shaw, you walk out here in a suit, you gotta win.
Yeah, that was my thought process. And Jason saved him like many before him, or Deckard Shaw, for that matter.
Oh, and Deckard Shaw gets the win.
But like many before him, paying tribute to Crash Bandicoot, hitting the remaster. You know, that might be in reference to the way the Transformers series has been rebooted a time or two. And,
Transporter?
yes. Did I say something else?
I believe, but never mind. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You know what does matter, Ben? We got to see the decisive outcome of not Hobbs and Shaw, but Hobbs versus Shaw.
Yeah. Now that you've seen Hobbs versus Shaw, you can go see Hobbs and Shaw and be series.
I don't know how we got roped into this sponsorship deal where we're advertising for this major motion picture, but you know what?
Well, they need help. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of press behind that movie.
Brought to you by Stamps.com and Hobbs and Shaw.
Use our promo code competitor to get 25% off.
That's a great deep cuts joke for people that have been following the show for a few weeks. That was some great pre-show action there, Ben. That was a fun treat, and I'm glad that Stamps.com, made that happen for us.
For sure. I mean, that's the kind of fun stuff that you get here at AHHWF.
Here is your winner.
And nothing more fun than beating Luke Hobbs in the center of that ring for Deckard Shaw. I imagine they'll be back as a team here relatively soon. With the success of this movie, I doubt they've had their last ride together, but for one night only, Shaw gets to say, I was the better man.
Sure. Well, and it's nice to see that now a murderer is the hero.
Again.
That's, how things play out sometimes in these documentaries about fast cars.
I've often said that.
Is that something you say a lot?
I wrote my senior thesis on how often in documentaries about fast cars it turns out that after all the murderer was the good guy.
Well, speaking of, I don't know.
Which part of that are you going to try to segue on?
Speaking of theses, look, it's AHHWF, it's starting. It's exciting. Just cut over so everybody can see that. That's the exciting, big thing that happens after the pre-show. See, look at all the AHHWF fans. They're all cheering. They're having a good time.
It's wild that our crew is so good and so fast that they can relocate between just the pre-show and now, between Virginia Beach, Virginia, and California. We have the best crew and production team in all of professional wrestling and all of television.
Well, I hope Pilot enjoyed the brief stint that AHHWF spent in their hometown. I hope you come out to a show sometime. Next time we're in Virginia Beach for one match.
Well, Ben, who's not here for just one match, who aims to be here for a long time.
Who's that?
Our men's champion, Trunks.
You don't
as a
say.
matter of fact, I do say. I just did. I'll say it again. It's Trunks.
Say it again.
And Trunks wants to be here for a long time, and not just one match, but several matches, many matches, a whole career worth of matches. And
some would say Trunks has had a whole career worth of matches already.
But it's nowhere near over because he is a two-time AHHWF men's champion. And he's got a big matchup coming next week at our next pay-per-view event, Area 51, in which he will storm Area 51 like the rest of you losers on Twitter and take on Android 17 for his title. How's the chat doing?
The chat's doing good.
They doing okay in there?
Pilot just saying that they saw the Lightspeed beam of us leaving Virginia Beach.
This is vacating the premises instantly. It was like an entire gymatorium cried out in speed.
Oh, Fast and Furious. I get it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Or Star Wars. I don't know. Anyway, here comes the champion. He presumably knows something. I always wonder why our champions never bring their titles out for their promo segments. Like, if I were champion, I'd never let the thing out of my sight.
Yeah, I wonder, I don't know. Do you think, you're worried that someone's gonna, come out and attack you and just take it and, disappear with it, and then you're, a champion but without a belt?
Yeah, but he's a champion without a belt right now. Look at him. He's just got a regular
belt.
No,
but I mean, what's he gonna do when he has to defend it but he doesn't have it?
It's like, I'm sorry. I know you beat me, but I just don't have it.
I have this IOU I could give you if I lose.
For the title.
I mean, right now, big-headed old man came out and ran off with the title.
Yeah, I used like a sticky note with like leather straps around it. That's the new title here.
Exactly.
We should see if we can get our belt makers on that. That sounds fun. And Trunks is out here proclaiming that, don't laugh at me.
Don't call me names.
He's proclaiming that he's looking forward to what should be a fun match against the new number one contender, Android 17, next week at Area 51. And he's been keeping a close eye on the proceedings, even while he had his hands full with his bad dad Vegeta. He still was keeping an eye on Android 17 and how they handled the King of Summer tournament, how they handled the aftermath of the controversy with John Wick.
Yeah.
And how Android 17 won that match with Wick last week, or 2 weeks ago, before you had pneumonia.
Yeah.
Trunks is real hyped. I think it feels good to be back on top of the mountain for our young lad champion.
And now the challenger.
Yeah, the next person to attempt to climb that mountain.
Android 17 beating John Wick, not once but twice, but not thrice, to secure that number one contender spot, King of Summer, and come out here to discuss the future proceedings with Trunks, I believe.
Yeah, and much like Trunks bewildering me with no belt in his entrance, why didn't he come out on a motorcycle? Again, if I had a motorcycle,
come out every time with it.
That's how I'd make all my entrances. And 17 starting things off by saying, Trunks, I know we have a complicated relationship and a complicated history of Trunks. In your timeline, I killed literally everyone you know and care about. But here in this wrestling promotion, in this timeline, things are different because I respect the hell out of you. And I think you're a great champion. Trunks saying, you know, I forgive what that other you and that other timeline did when you killed everyone I've literally ever known and cared about. Because I too respect you.
Well, that was a different time.
It's true, Trunks gets it.
Yeah. It's, it's time's a flat circle.
Trunks has a very good therapist who helps him put all this in perspective.
Yeah.
The fans chanting, we're not worthy.
Well, I mean, this match.
It's big
right
time.
Here. This is yeah.
Yeah.
This is what it's all about right here. This is like the reason that John Wrestling in 1910 started the sport of wrestling.
I love when John Wrestling started wrestling. Trunks pausing a moment to consider whatever was just said to him. And letting 17 know that it's going to be a great change of pace for him to defend the title against someone who he knows is on the right side of things around here, who he knows has dignity and respect and handles themselves the right way in the ring. And he's excited to give 17 a fair shake instead of people like Vegeta and Mr. Clean and those types.
Yeah.
17 saying, as I previously covered at length now, I've maybe put you through a lot, and I respect how you've come through that and made yourself a champion. But it's my turn to do the same, because this last year in HSWF, I've been through a lot. Trunks recognizing, acknowledging, like, yeah, I was watching the show. You know, you had the whole thing with the Undertaker, where you retired him. He tried to interfere in your match when he had no business doing so, and you rightfully put his old ass away. And then Todd Howard took your brother from you and tried to turn you into a copy of Skyrim 2, and you made it out on top. You beat both of them on your own.
Not Skyrim 2, but Skyrim 17.
Yes, yeah.
Just to be clear.
Yeah. 17 saying, isn't this nice when wrestlers can just get along and compete in a non-heated personal fashion the way John Wrestling and God intended?
Now, Chris, let me ask you something here. Well, while these two are out here discussing, their past and everything.
How much they just love each other.
If someone in an alternate timeline murdered all your friends and family, could you find it in your heart to forgive them in a show of sportsmanship?
Fuck no. Trunks is the best of us, though, and that's why I'm happy he's our champion, because he's better than me, Ben. I don't want a champion that's like me. That's not very good. I want someone who's like the ideal champion, a hero that all these kids in this gymatorium can look up to. They go to school, and then on Thursdays, they come and watch this wrestling show, and I'm glad they have a role model like Trunks to be there to say, you know what, kids? When Scott Farkas, like, murders your family in an alternate future, forgive him. And then give him a shot at your championship and have a good wrestle.
Now, are you so inspired by our champion here that you'll bring back the Trunks hair?
It's been a popular request on Twitter. I will say this: if Trunks beats Android 17, I'll bring back the Trunks hair. And that's what I'm putting on the line for Area 51. And these two aren't, you know, just shit. And you know what? Like Trunks said, I guess that's a welcome change of pace. You know, normally we're used to having to try to keep law and order around this building, around this school, where all the wrestlers like want to just rip each other's throats out and say mean things about each other. The guidance counselor's super overworked.
I mean, the lead up to the big show was just a bunch of people like trying to injure each other backstage.
That's true. Yeah.
You know?
That hallway was just a bad spot.
Yeah.
You know they have like wet floor signs? Like we just had to have a look out behind you, someone's going to jump you backstage sign. They were long and they kind of expensive to make, but they were worth it.
Well, and the thing is that it took so long to read that eventually you just got attacked anyway.
Yeah, that's why I ended up getting rid of them. You know,
Yeah.
they're not ultimately very effective as a deterrent or a safety measure. But, you know, one thing that's not going to deter you from... Wait, what am I saying? It's not going to deter you from... You know what? There's a triple threat match happening. You're going to want to watch it.
Double negative.
I know, they're really tricky. They're a bitch. But 3 of our top tier tag teams will be represented tonight in a triple threat match. 3 teams, 3 people, 1 great match of action. Because up next, we have 1 member of the Teenage Mutant Eldritch Turtles, we have 1 member of Spirit Bomb, and we have 1 member of the Impractical Jokers. And they will all be in the ring. I have no idea who is being sent from each team. Now, sometimes you get extra hints that I don't get, so you got any gossip for us? Got any team to spill?
Well, let's just say that I think that one of the members that will be coming out tonight perhaps lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Oh, that's, you know, Ben, that's 50% a lot more than I was going to say. I predict one of the members is green.
Green with envy, maybe, at those tag titles.
Yeah, that's true. The Turtles have not been too happy since losing their Movie Club Tag Team Championships that are now around the waist of SpongeBob SquarePants. I do gotta say, as much as I love SpongeBob, there might not be a person to have something that used to be yours.
Yeah.
Like,
that's probably, a keen observation.
That might drive me fucking crazy if I worked my whole life, afterlife, it's not clear when they're Eldritch God Turtles, but their whole wrestling career for sure, to become a champion, and then SpongeBob SquarePants takes it and is running around like, that would be a little too much for me. I've gone through a lot of humiliating lows and defeats in my wrestling career, but a happy, porous little fry cook running around being all positive all the time with my championship, I don't know. I might sell my soul to Master Splinter and become an Eldritch God myself. SpongeBob, as always, though, a beacon of positivity, ready to represent he and Goku's team in this triple threat match. As is Donatello from the Eldritch Turtles. The Wolfpack is back, causing mass destruction, man. Look at Donatello feeling himself. He's got a cool entrance too. This is the first time I believe that he's been allowed to go out on his own from the team. I think literally every other member has been featured in singles competition. Leonardo, Raphael, and Michelangelo. I think this might be the first time we're seeing Donatello at last he's on his own. I also like his Twitter handle, Techie Don. Reflective of his interests, lets you know what kind of guy he is. Wham! Yeah, Donatello, not content to let Michelangelo be the only one to have a fun rap music singles entrance. Also taking a very long time to sit there and kneel at the steps. The entirety of Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood just played.
That's a long time.
It's a long time. 3 hours and nothing, huh?
Movie reference, Michael.
Graphic novel! For those who don't know what the fuck we're talking about, WB commentators are bad, and sometimes just say things for no reason, like the word graphic novel. I guess that's whoa, okay, Techie Don. Must have rigged up some fire. Look at him! He's ready.
Techie Don's ready to win this triple threat.
I think I'm picking him. I think that's who I got.
Well, I'm going with who's coming out next. Because I know who's coming out.
Oh, you always know. It's Brian. It's Q.
That's gotta be Brian.
Brian Q. Quinn. Out here representing True TV.
Yeah, one of the impractical jokers, but it's not impractical that he could win this match tonight.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a decent shot at it. He, as we often cover, one of the members of the Impractical Jokers who has actually watched wrestling before.
Yeah.
That's always going to help. Also wearing the number 76 on his back. I've read that's good for wrestling. I don't know why I never took that advice. I don't think the 76 would look good on the back of a fur vest. I guess is the problem.
Maybe. You never know.
I should have tried it. I'm going to come back just for that.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright, here we go. I'm just going to put something on the line for every match tonight. If Trunks beats Angel 17 at Area 51, I'll bring back the Trunks hair. If Brian Q. Quinn wins this match tonight, I will put the number 76 on my fur vest.
well, you heard it here first, folks. Because this would be the only place you'd hear it. Oh!
SpongeBob immediately missing. Oh, but now they're just pummeling. Oh my god! They sensed the weaker blood in the water of the reality TV star.
They really hate the number 76.
Yeah, they started pounding away at it. That's 76 like a target because they know how good it is for wrestling. They want to try to invalidate that advantage as quickly as possible. One Donatello through. Drop toe to SpongeBob. Q riling up our fans as he is often wont to do.
Smart move, Q, to take the hat off before the match, you know, so it doesn't get in the way.
I think what would have been smarter would be to turn it around like Ash Ketchum and get the extra power.
Ooh. Or throw it into the crowd.
Yeah. SpongeBob and Donatello doing a great job of being aware of where they are in the ring and making sure to take out the opponents on both sides of them. Q not as much. Q's just kind of getting mulched by the other two.
Q's just here to have a good time.
Yeah, that's true.
And win matches.
And win matches. We should be
flexing
clear.
the title belt.
Yeah, because what I was going to say is that we should be clear that Impractical Jokers will be taking on Spirit Bomb at the pay-per-view next week for the Tag Team Championships. Part of the reason why this match is happening to begin with. Spirit Bomb announced they're going to give the Jokers a shot, and the Turtles were mad. And SpongeBob, again, able to attack both enemies with one blow. Oh my god, don't do this. No! Pile driver from Techie Don.
And hamburger savvy SpongeBob going to the outside.
SpongeBob could be down for a Tech 9 count after that one, Ben. It's over for him. Cute battling back with the European uppercut, the Staten Island uppercut. Donatello takes down the shoulder block. Donatello utilizing a move that I'm not certain is legal in this wrestling promotion, the pile driver, but SpongeBob showing his true grit. Come back on the clothesline, and a big Rough Rider to Q. I had a name for that, didn't I?
And, oh, it looked like SpongeBob was going to come away with this. That might be the best chance he has to get the win tonight.
And even it was almost the match winner. SpongeBob firing up. Let's go. Moving up Tag Team Champion, threatening to shoot his opponents with a gun.
Because we have an interesting show here where people murder each other and forgive them.
SpongeBob. Oh! Tried to take the same taunt and get some energy up, and Donatello popped it right behind him with a neck breaker. You gotta look out behind you. As I learned in my training today, where they tried to teach me how to defend myself from middle schoolers. You never want to turn your back.
That's true. Never turn your back on a middle schooler.
Donatello's entrance music even warned you, don't turn your back on the Wolfpack.
Yeah. The Wolfpack being the TMET.
Yeah. Or I was even say Donatello might be a one-man Wolfpack. Oh, Brainbuster to SpongeBob. He's like the wolves that use technology. Those ones.
Oh, like the techie wolves.
Yeah. DDT from Q, setting up in that triple threat position in this triple threat match, trying to secure the win. Shades of Deckard, Shaw, and Crash Bandicoot the remaster. The most often repeated move in this promotion. You know, if it ain't broke,
yeah, I mean,
just steal it from somebody else.
But SpongeBob's swimming back into the ring to
oh my God,
break it up.
I thought he was gonna belly to belly SpongeBob on a Donatello. SpongeBob broke out, big flying single leg drop kick to the mush. Donatello cutting SpongeBob off. This is some rip roar in action here, Ben. You said you got Q.
Yeah, I'm going with Q on
You're
this
a
one.
fool. He's a second pile driver for my man Techie Donatello. Wait a minute. Why am I forgiving him all his past evil misdeeds just because I liked his entrance and his pile drivers?
And Techie Don's gonna fly here.
Oh, what did? I think he hurt himself, Ben. I'm not sure if he connected, but he definitely hurt himself.
And now Q, the ultimate opportunist,
I've often said that.
dropping the knee on the face of SpongeBob.
Donatello went up for that top rope elbow drop. It landed awkwardly and rolled himself to that side of the ring. He might be seriously injured, which, like, good. He's an evil god, but also, you know, you hate to see it. Q battling back against SpongeBob. Donatello willed himself back in the ring.
It's kind of a lackadaisical punch there from Q.
Yeah, you know, he's kind of a lackadaisical guy. He's wrestling in a fucking shirt and jeans.
Well, that's standard wrestling gear now.
That's true. Oh no, not to Q. He can't take this, Don. Oh! He's not a standard issue competitor, Donatello. That would take out a trained wrestler. You can't just do that to the stars of True TV.
And Donatello now going after the limp
Oh,
SpongeBob
no.
SquarePants.
Wheelbarrow neckbreaker to SpongeBob, but Donatello falling, collapsing
A
to a
little
knee for
extra
a second.
for good measure, going for the cover. Brian to the ground.
This might be it. I think he's got it.
And Donatello comes away with the W here in the triple threat match.
That was a wild little matchup there, Ben. We saw a lot going on between these three. They went for it. They were taking it to each other. But ultimately, oddly enough, the person winning this match and scoring a victory for their team was the only member not going to be involved in the title match next week. So while I imagine it's some measure of satisfaction getting to beat these two teams you're currently in national rivalry with, these two still get to go on and have their title match, and Turtles just have to feud about it backstage.
Well, you don't want to see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when they are fuming.
No, it's absolutely true.
It's similar to them steaming, where it's just a really frightful sight.
Yeah, it's not good. Steaming one.
Here is your winner, Don the Ninja.
Donatello successful in his first singles outing, proving his worth further to his turtle brethren. And Ben, I imagine this will only motivate those Dastardly Turtles even further to try to regain their grasp on the tag team division or this company as a whole.
I worry for the team of SpongeBob and his friend Captain America.
You mean Goku?
You mean Goku? I had pneumonia, folks, and I'm still kind of recovering a little bit.
Pneumonia is famous for memory loss.
Well, I had a fever for a couple days and my brain kind of melted, so there was a lot of stuff that I didn't really understand.
You know what's something I don't understand, Ben?
But
What's going on with Gaston and Beast? You know, they had that conversation last week where Gaston made us sing a nice song.
yeah,
And he offered his service of the Beast as a manager. And it looked to me at first it looked like Beast was just like fully on board. He was like, I accept your service as a manager. Then he low-blowed Gaston and they fought a little bit. And I thought, okay, they're just working out their beef and then they're gonna get back on the same page. And they're gonna go through this new agreement they found to take Gaston's offer and strategy to propel Beast up in the ranks of the roster and work together to get him his spot back. Because Gaston had secured a title match against Wario. But then after that fight, apparently, they're not going to be working together. I don't know, it's not clear. So Gaston, I think a little confused and dejected about the way his offer went with Beast, said, alright, well, I went to the trouble of asking Frazier for a title shot against Wario, so if you don't want it, Beast, I'll just take it.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules
well,
match.
and speaking of that,
And it's for the Rated Hardcore Championship.
It appears maybe Gaston is taking that title shot right now.
That's exactly what's happening, Ben. Gaston in the top 1%. Here he comes. This will be our first time seeing him in action.
Was Captain America and SpongeBob at one point a tag team?
No.
Okay.
They were in the tag team tournament together. Look at Ben. How can you not be swept off your feet by this man? Look at the eyelashes.
The eyelash game is on point.
And the spit curl. What a man.
Why do they call it a spit curl? You spit in your hair to get to do it? Is that how that works?
Maybe. Oh, Grimdark saying that was such a good song. You know what, Grimdark? I'm honestly gonna pause all fictional presentation bullshit and just say thank you for saying that, because Ben and I were really offended that we went through all that trouble to sing Gaston's song and nobody reacted. So bless you for saying that. You're my new favorite.
Our own alien happy hour brother and Taylor did anything, he just no-sold it.
Yeah, the guy was in a musical not 2 weeks before, and I was like, you're gonna want to watch this episode. And we belt out a fucking Gaston song, and he just goes Mermaid Man's related to Frank Gotch. He just moves on, nothing, not a single solitary drop of sympathy.
And Beast didn't have a drop of sympathy for Gaston either.
Well, it makes sense, and oh, look at that shitty. I love Gaston, Ben.
Well,
I know that he's kind of a smug, arrogant jerk of a person, but he's just got so much charisma.
I mean, charisma though can only get you so far. We've seen
Look how vascular he is, the veins.
We've seen many charismatic superstars fall at the hands of Wario.
That's true.
And I don't want to be pessimistic, but Wario's really tough to beat.
Ben, I'm just lost in his eyes. Wario can't compete. If he looks in Gaston's eyes, he won't be able to move.
You can also get lost in Wario's eyes, just not in the same way.
And just I'd like to leave now.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're.
Where's the exit?
It's more of like a traumatic loss, where you're I have no idea where I am, and I need to get out of here as soon as I possibly can.
I'm frightened. Mom, pick me up. The vibes are off. And Wario, I think it's been a little bit of time since we saw him last. Could have lasted longer, in my opinion. I wouldn't have hated that.
Well, then we would have lost the hardcore title, and it's kind of I don't know. At some point, is it okay to lose the hardcore title if it means we lose Wario too?
Yes.
Okay.
Wario flexing his own inferior guns after Gaston did. And Wario, as we've come to notice in this last now 8 months of HSWF Season 2, Wario, I feel like I can safely say fears no one. And so he's out here ready to defend this title, looking more comfortable than ever. Gaston and Wario, Ben, what a matchup. What a show we get the pleasure of calling every week.
From the Renaissance, weighing in at 296 pounds, Mr. Amazing.
Mr. Amazing, right. Look at him giving the smolder.
The champion from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 500 pounds.
Holy shit! Did you know Wario weighed 500 pounds?
Champion.
He's a brick house.
No wonder he's been killing everybody. Oh my god!
It's hard to kick out of a pin when someone's 500
what the
pounds.
fuck? I literally was thinking damn, Gaston's fucking built when they're 296, and then it's Wario's 500 pounds. Oh my god! Gaston is me next to Wario.
But you've held a few titles in your day.
That's true.
So do you have any words of advice for another more undersized competitor like Gaston?
Somehow be able to powerbomb them. It tends to help.
Figure it out.
Yeah. Here we go. Hardcore title on the line.
Oh, well. Oh, it looked like he was going to go for your power bomb right off the bat.
Little known fact, it's kind of an industry secret. We don't often reveal this. I actually trained Gaston. That's why I'm so enamored with him. He's my greatest student.
Would you say that no one trains like Gaston?
Absolutely. The guy didn't even, like, take the Gatorade breaks when they were offered. He just wanted to keep running and keep taking bumps and new rolls.
Refuses Gatorade like Gaston?
And poses like Gaston. Look at the fans. It's interesting watching...
No one goes for a pin like Gaston?
Absolutely right.
But no one kicks out like Wario?
Yeah, unfortunately. Pretty good at that. Catching Gaston off guard with that kick to the shoulder. Gaston wasn't ready for it. Oh!
Brian is down, but it doesn't really matter because this is a hardcore title match.
Yeah, I mean, just the massive Gaston flying at you like that's enough to send anybody sprawling. Except maybe Wario, 'cause he's 500 pounds!
Kind of makes it all the more impressive, though, that Gaston got him up for that power bomb early on. Didn't connect, but, you know.
Oh, smacking Wario across his face, much like people would do with dueling gloves in Gaston's time. Throwing a drop kick, impressive for a guy that size.
Throwing a drop kick, but Wario sidesteps it.
Yeah, Wario.
Wario literally and figuratively has Gaston on the ropes now.
Yeah, Wario a surgeon with these lower kicks, taking Gaston apart at the joints. Oh, here we go, Wario introducing the plunder. A steel chair, Gaston catching it. That's a smart move. Always smart to catch the chair when they try to hit you with it. Tossing Wario back in. Neglecting to pick up the chair himself, electing to come in and fight fair and square.
Well, all's fair in a hardcore title match, Chris.
Absolutely true.
Similar to
All
Love
is
and War.
square. All is square in Love and War. Big meaty right hand. Look at that, staggering the hardcore champion. This looks
Wario.
good, Ben. Oh no, it can't knock down the 500 pounder.
These punches, they're staggering, but down to one knee now.
And there, connecting with the dropkick, just had to grab a handful of hat to make it happen. I think this might be the night, Ben. We might get into hardcore champion. Imagine if you're the beast. When Gaston offers you, like, I secured your title shot just to prove how seriously I take you. I want to be your manager and help you run your career. And then you neglect it and kick the guy in the balls, and then he winds up being the champion you could have been.
And only a 2 count for Gaston. But yes, that would be quite a sweet turn of events for King Pretty. I don't know.
I feel like that would really mess with the Beast's confidence, considering the route he's taken to get back to this level of, like, somewhat feeling decent about his odds here in this company.
You know, Gaston is looking good right now, but I struggle to get any confidence in his ability to win this because we've seen Wario go through hell and back on a number of occasions. We have seen Wario handle a lot, and I'm kind of just trying to jinx Wario at
I know, I was
this
going
point.
to say, like, the pin sap and then keep the curse coming.
But yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, really though, it's like we've seen Wario take down competitor after competitor, and it seems like he will give up for nothing.
Oh no. Vicious right hands. Looks like he hurt himself on Gaston's jaw.
And that bonehead smashing against Gaston.
And then Fortnite dancing over him. Oh no, Wario built up a head of steam.
Yeah,
this
Wario
is never
getting it
good when this
going.
happens.
This is how Wario has ended many a competitor's chances
Oh
at a
no,
title.
here it comes. The 500-pound bonsai drop. Gaston sucking down
500
air.
pounds dropping on your chest is going to take the
Yes,
wind out of you.
Gaston, my boy.
Gaston, for a moment, looking like he can get back out of this, but Wario's setting up for the most deadly move in his arsenal.
Oh no.
Some would say the deadliest.
The rear window to Gaston. You saw the head snap back. And
Oh,
he's
but
still...
one of the few people to kick out of that.
Yeah, I don't think there's been very many, Ben. Maybe Shaggy Rogers and Gaston. I think that might be the only two.
But right now, I mean, Gaston needs to get something going because Wario is in control.
Absolutely. Effective kick out. Wario can't believe what's happening. I think that was a 1 count. Oh, there we go. Trying to get himself back in the mood, back in the zone. This filthy pervert Wario with his seduction of the innocent dances, like that Elvis Presley.
Gaston's still kicking out, though. The fans trying to will him on. Wario taking some time to go to the outside, find another weapon, this time with the
Kendo stick to the forehead of Gaston. And a big senton on the floor. I'm officially worried for Gaston.
Gaston ripping the kendo
Yes.
stick away from Wario and smacking him across the chest with it.
They both keep landing a blow and then having the weapon taken away from them. Not able to keep it going. Oh, he can't get him, Ben. He can't anatomically get him in the body slam.
Oh,
Gaston.
huge back fist there.
Trying to scoot him closer to the ropes so that maybe he can put his feet up or not. He's a good guy, Gaston. I shouldn't have judged him. You know, his past is his past, Ben, you know?
Well,
It's like Android 17 said, when you try to kill people or succeed. Oh, no. Oh. Go to kick from Wario.
And this,
This has got to be all. Second bonsai drop right in the center of the ring.
It was a good run, Gaston, but Wario, once again, is going to come out on top here.
No! Wow! Ben, Gaston has no quit in him. He also has no brain, but that's fine, because he has no quit in him.
Well, you know, sometimes, like, to kick out of stuff like this that Wario's throwing at you, you kind of have to have no brain.
Absolutely, yeah. You have to like be okay with. You have to not be aware of how much punishment you're signing yourself back up for. Both of them tangled on the ropes. Brian not seeing it.
Well, no, it's not a break.
Oh, you're right.
It's a hardcore championship match.
So in that case, it's just smart to kind of put your arm and leg through those ropes and try to either pull yourself out or hold your opponent in. These two wily hardcore.
These strikes
athletes.
from Gaston. I mean, we can hear him up here in the booth.
Big fisherman suplex here.
And
New hardcore champion!
Oh my
He
God.
did it with the perfect flex. His finishing maneuver, Gaston hits Wario with the perfect flex, and we are finally saved from Wario's reign of terror. We have a new hardcore champion for the first time in like 8 months.
I didn't know that I would see the day, but Gaston. So, all right, hang on. Let's just. I mean, I want to like bask in the glory of Wario finally losing.
Yes.
But let's take a moment to rewind this here really quick. This is Beast's title shot, like, or
Yeah.
at least it was.
It was supposed to be.
Well, Gaston was offering up a chance for Beast, like he was going to train Beast, he was going to manage Beast, and he was going to help get Beast back into the title picture, and he was starting by going, I got you a title shot against Wario, and you can have it. And Beast, tied up in, you know, in past, you know, anger and vitriol towards Gaston, attacked Gaston and turned down the title match. Gaston turned around and goes, listen, I'm going to prove to you that I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I will take that title shot, and I'm going to take on Wario. And what did he do? He went to the fucking limit with Wario and came away with the losing big hardcore championship. He wore the red shirt to match it. Gaston just ended Wario's reign in Gaston's first match in AHH
That's true.
WF.
This is true. Gaston holding aloft the hardcore championship, truly in the top 1% now, because no one could beat Wario. Everyone tried.
Yeah,
Literally
many competitors.
A sailor from YouTube came to challenge him and couldn't beat him.
Yeah, someone in the chat, like you at home, showed up and took on Wario. This was a monstrous man too. I mean, he had quite the size.
Yeah.
And quite the muscles, and still fell victim to Wario. Wario has taken on so the list of people that Wario has beaten in his title reign is incredible.
He beat Shaggy like 90 times.
Yeah, and the fact that I really like, I didn't think, like, no offense to Gaston, but I thought that it was a lot of talk. I really just thought that it was like, hey, I'm Gaston, everybody knows me, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm here to, like, I'll train you, Beast. I'm a strong fighter.
Which is
But-
fair, he's kind of a blowhard.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, come on. But he showed up here and did something that few people in the sport of wrestling do. He backed up trash talk.
Yeah, that's a great point.
I mean, I'm floored by what we just saw here tonight.
I'm incredibly impressed.
And the
also,
show's not over.
And the show's not even over.
And speaking of people that Wario has beaten, Shaggy Rogers.
I don't know if you'd like to be referred that way.
Well, you know, I mean, we're tying things in together. It's called segues.
Grimdark celebrating with us in the chat about Gaston ending Wario's reign. It is a happy night here. And Shaggy's saying, well, first things first, I'm as surprised as anybody, and I'm also surprised I'd ever be, like, complimenting a guy like Gaston, but first things first, congratulations to the guy that did what I couldn't do and beat Wario and is holding my favorite championship in this company. It means a lot to me, so I want to just say, like, good on you, Gaston. And I think that's obviously Shaggy's impressive character to be able to do that. But Shaggy also saying, you know, but something's been bothering me. You know, me and Scoob were hanging out in the van, and I turned to Scoob and said, Zoink, Scoob, it sounds like somebody's talking shit. Because I heard that Penguin, after our recent tangles, has been talking bad about me to just about anybody that would listen. And unfortunately, somebody listened up very eagerly, and that was Crash Bandicoot, who I beat in our dream match, No Holds Barred, at the Big Show, and he's never gotten over it. But I'm saying that if Penguin and Crash are so hungry to keep my name in their mouth, then why don't we propose a Scooby snack, a full course meal for them in Area 51, a match with me?
Well.
And Crash Bandicoot, Shaggy's nemesis from April, answering the call. You know, Ben, what Shaggy's referring to is that Penguin and Crash were kind of loudly in the back and on the internet laughing about the way that Penguin made Shaggy tap out. Crash getting in Shaggy's face saying, I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't hear that. You maybe should have given that microphone a little tap before you started talking to me. Which...
Ooh. Them's fighting words.
Yeah, absolutely, Ben.
Shaggy known for tapping out in matches.
Well, only like recently. It's fine.
Crash also known for tapping out in matches, though, so it's kind of a double standard.
Yeah, which Shaggy is right now pointing out, Crash, if I learned anything about tapping out, I learned it from you, the best in the business.
Oh, I learned it from you, Dad.
I learned it from you, Crash Bandicoot. But, yeah, Shaggy saying, like, you're no stranger to tapping out. You know it can happen to any wrestler. Let's not play with the jabs at each other. Just recognize that we're in a competitive business and it happens. Crash saying, it may happen to you, but things are different now because I'm teamed up with the Penguin, and we are going to accept your little match, and we can't wait to pound you in the dirt and take turns making you tap out. Which, that's not really how matches work.
I mean, Crash is never known for his ring general nature.
And Shaggy's saying, well, hold on. It's not that I'm not excited to take on the two of you by myself and get as much time in the ring with you two as I can, but I think these fans are owed a Patreon pick match. Which, whoa, Ben, that's...
Well, that is a good point. Shaggy always looking out for the people at patreon.com/alienhappyhour.
Yeah. Shaggy pausing a moment. Crash, dumbfounded, tongue hanging out, eyes open, saying, what are you getting at, Rogers? Don't waste my time. Don't waste the Penguin's time. You're talking to a crime lord of Gotham City and a star of a remastered video game. We don't have the time to waste like old cartoon washed up has-beens like yourself. So get to the point, tell us what this match is. Shaggy taking a moment to compose himself, ignore the insults, going high when Crash goes low and saying, we're going to have a tag team match, Area 51. You and the Penguin versus me and a wrestler that our patrons at the $5 level get to vote on patreon.com/alienhappyhour. So, Ben, that's going to be a titanic matchup. It was already a dream match when we got Shaggy and Crash at the Big Show, the biggest show of the year. Now we're getting Crash and Penguin. No!
Oh!
Just dashing the microphone across the face of Shaggy. These two getting into it again. I think this happened the last time they shared the ring for a promo before their match at the Big Show. These two just can't stand each other. It's like this town ain't big enough for the two of them. both former icons of HHWF, and once they're in the ring, those egos just combust and they just take it to each other. But as I was saying, we thought it was a huge dream match when it was just Shaggy and Crash. Now we're getting Crash and Penguin versus Shaggy and a wrestler of the fans choosing on Patreon.
Yeah, I mean, well, and it really, like, it's impressive that Shaggy is willing to put his faith into the hands of the patrons. But you know, I can't say that I doubt him. I mean, there's been some great matches picked in the past. We've seen some, like, you know, kind of thanks to support from people and everything, we've seen different wrestlers that we don't normally get to see. We've seen a lot of really just incredible competitors, and so I mean, you know, I think this could work out for Shaggy.
I don't think our fans are gonna let Shaggy Rogers down. I know they're gonna pick the best possible partner for him to finally be able to shut up Penguin and Crash.
Yeah, so patreon.com/alienhappyhour if you want to get in on that. I mean, voting will stay open until next Thursday, so
yeah,
we'll
$5 will get you a vote, and you can help Shaggy take on these two loudmouths, Penguin and Crash. I'm just already like fantasizing what kind of matches, like just there are some bona fide dream teams that can come out of this.
Oh sure. Well, and you know, I mean, we could come back to that later. I mean, there's a lot of options out there for everybody at home to choose from.
But we're tag situation about to
that's what.
right
yeah,
now.
I mean, we're going to see a little tag action, and you know, we're gonna see Captain Marvel in action versus Samus. There's been like kind of some bad blood between Samus and Captain Marvel. So Samus choosing their partner, and well, how did this play out, Chris?
So Samus challenged Captain Marvel, who is the new number 1 contender to the Women's Championship next week at Area 51. Samus said, I want to see what you're made of, Captain Marvel. I want to get a taste of you before we go at it for my championship. Let's do a good old-fashioned John Wrestling style tag team match. I'm going to invite my old pal Navi from my Nintendo Power tag team days, and you get anybody who will accompany you. And,
all right.
And rumor has it been that the person that accepted the spot to be Captain Marvel's tag team partner was someone pretty unlikely. It was actually Shego.
Well, that is an interesting thing. I mean, I don't know if I'm Captain Marvel. I don't know if I trust Shego with a match like this, especially going into a pay-per-view. But, you know, I guess it kind of makes sense. I mean, Shego has some bad blood with Samus and Navi as well. You know, there's a lot of history there between all of those competitors. And, I mean, Shego does have a vested interest in making sure that there's some damage done to Samus.
Yeah, absolutely. As the number one, as a Money in the Bank holder, I think Samus wants to stay as close to the champion as possible. So I think that you know, it's a pick that Captain Marvel was a little bit surprised by, but said, okay, let's do it. So main event time here on HHWF: Captain Marvel and Shego versus Samus and Navi.
Making her way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, Carol, the Captain Marvelous.
There she is, Ben. New number 1 contender. Debuted at the Rumble Pack this year with an impressive showing, and has now earned herself a shot at Samus Aran's title.
Yeah, Samus, another person who's had a pretty dominant title reign. But Captain Marvel, definitely an exciting newcomer to AHHWF, and I mean, I think has the tools to take down Samus. It's just whether or not, you know, they can use all those tools at the right times. You know, like you don't want to use a Phillips head when you need a flat head. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Carol waits in the ring for the arrival of her partner, Shego. Let's bring out the Money in the Bank holder. Wait. That's...
Well, this is not Shego just yet. I wonder if maybe Shego wasn't ready to come out yet, so they're moving forward.
Like this is unconventional, but you know, we have stuff like this happen sometimes in the company. Like, I'm also kind of surprised that Samus is coming out separately from Navi. You know, they were a legitimate tag team as Nintendo Power, and I would have thought they would have showed some team solidarity by coming out together, but.
Well, you know, Samus, since winning the title, has wanted to stand alone as the champion, has wanted to be viewed as the top of the women's division. And so I think, you know, probably just at least what I heard from the rumblings,
Oh, look
is
at
that
that
she
shot.
refused to come out.
Look at that shot, champion and challenger
Yeah,
across the ring from each other.
And Samus looking at that title, looking at Captain Marvel.
That's telling a story right there.
That's like, yeah.
We're useless at this point. We can just like, why are we talking?
Right? Like they're just, yeah. This right here, they're doing all the work for us.
These camera guys are great. Samus has completely launched herself into the stratosphere, into the stars of top legendary women's champions in this company. I think she has 100% rightfully taken her spot amongst the stars on that belt strap with the likes of X-23 and Judy Hobbs and Lapis Lazuli. Samus, I think her reign is one for the ages. And here's her partner, Navi, with that false innocence. She's not fooling anybody. You know, if you're teaming up with Samus, you know, you're not going to convince anybody that you're full of goodwill.
Well, yeah, and anybody who's been watching AHHWF for a while knows that Navi has a bit of a mean streak.
Yeah.
And Navi, one of the original, like, foremothers of the women's division here.
Absolutely.
Who really, solidified its hardcore, really just like, do anything to get the win kind of attitude. And
wait a second, Brian just rang the bell, Ben. Does that... Where's Shego?
Well, apparently, I'm getting here now that Shego is backstage, but Shego is sitting at a TV watching this match, sitting next to the Money in the Bank contract with a box of popcorn.
What? God, why?
Shego apparently leaving Captain Marvel high and dry here. Captain Marvel now has to take on Samus and Navi without a partner.
This is disgusting, Ben. Oh my God! A week before the biggest night of her career, the title match against Samus, she is left to fight for herself against the Wolves here, 2-on-1. Shego did not need to take the spot. Captain Marvel could have found a partner that was actually willing to back her up. Shego slid in just to make Captain Marvel think she had a partner, just to leave her high and dry against the champion and Navi. That is despicable. And Shego is now directly responsible for Carol taking moves like that top rope knee drop to the floor from Samus, which could have shattered her skull.
Well, and I'll tell you, obviously, like, I think what Shego did is awful. I'm reading kind of into the devious nature of Shego, and I think that this is a bit of a vote of confidence for Captain Marvel. I kind of look at this as Shego goes like, Captain Marvel is going to beat Samus, so I'm going to make sure she gets really beat up so that I can just come in and cash in that title when she wins it. Or cash in the Money in the Bank contract when she wins it.
Yeah, I guess, if it's not just a mean-spirited play, and it's that?
Well, I mean, it is still a mean-spirited play. It is still like just leaving Captain Marvel high and dry here in this tag match.
But that does make a lot of sense, and is admittedly a pretty good strategy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I think I see who Shego thinks is going to win next week.
Yeah, which is insightful commentary on why they pay you the big bucks. Although Captain Marvel is not looking good. Her, regardless of what you think is going to be the outcome of her title match next week at Area 51, I don't think her chances are good, if they exist at all, to beat Samus and Navi here tonight in 2-on-1 action.
Well, yeah, I mean, next week is 1-on-1. This is 2-on-1. This is a giant mountain for anybody to climb. We have seen it done before. Android 17 famously has won a 2-on-1 match. But, I mean, it takes everything out of you. And, I mean, 17 did that. Like, that was the match he was preparing for.
Exactly.
You're coming into this, you have you don't expect to be in a 2-on-1 situation, and let alone what Captain Marvel is preparing for is the championship match next week.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that she's still got the confidence to strut and woo, but yeah, like you're saying, Ben, that was a different story. 17 could game plan for a 2-on-1 situation. Captain Marvel game plan for a tag match, came out here and honestly only had a few seconds between when Brian realized that Shego is not coming out and was instructed to ring the bell. So there was just the shock and confusion and then instantly thrown into the match. Which is a lot of situations like this with this big double back body drop. You know, these teams, I mean, granted, I would assume that Samus and Navi also didn't know. But it's a lot easier to adjust when you have the advantage, when you have the handicap.
Yeah, I mean, they're just coming out here and they're going like,
whoa!
Cool, one less person to face.
Captain Marvel scooping herself up for a Hurricane Run off the ground, though.
Yeah, Captain Marvel definitely showing no quit tonight, despite the odds being stacked against her. And now going for the cover after that giant Captain Marvel punch. But only a 2 count.
Yeah, you know, she's finding out firsthand. This is the first time she's tangled with Samus, I believe. And she's finding out firsthand just how tough our champion really is. Looking good, though.
Yeah.
Feeling like she can take the time to do that. So, you know, she's not too worried.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously right now Captain Marvel looking good in the ring. But this plays to Samus's favor, obviously. Like,
whoa.
Samus is going to get a great, like, you know, piece of film on Captain Marvel to watch and really game plan for next week. You know, I mean, at any point, like, Samus can get in there and kind of feel things out, see how, like, what it's like to be in the ring with Captain Marvel, and then as soon as they're like, you know what, I've taken enough, they can just go tag in Navi and just watch then and study some more from the outside. It's really like, this is a perfect training session for Samus for next week.
Undoubtedly. And here she is on the top rope again. Gigantic cross body.
Seriously, soaring through the air there.
Really favoring that high risk offense, which is already high risk when you're doing it to the ring, let alone the floor. I think maybe she's kind of thinking in similar terms to Shego, and just trying to like soften up Captain Marvel as possible. It makes more sense to do big time moves like that to your opponent here, where you have a partner to pick up your slack if you hurt yourself, than to do it in a singles opportunity for the title. Oh no, here it comes, Ben. These triple power bombs. This could be all for the Kree Warrior.
One of the most deadly moves in Samus's arsenal.
Oh no.
But not gonna, like, they're not going for the pin yet.
Could have been a mistake. Picking her up kind of woke Captain Marvel up.
Oh, but Captain Marvel taking some time to you know, share some goodwill with the fans, and it is going to work against her because now Navi getting involved in this match. And see, this is what I'm saying, is Samus takes those 3 power bombs and is like, all right, I'm going to back out now. I'm going to take some time. I'm going to let Navi do this. I'm going to watch from the ringside here.
Yeah, the mean streak of Navi on display with that crossface. Not enough to keep Carol down for long. How much longer do you think that Captain Marvel can survive this, Ben? I know that she's a superhuman, but as we've covered before, she goes through a power nullifier on her way to the stage. So she does not have any of her superhuman abilities here. She is just operating off her fighting knowledge.
Well, but that fighting knowledge is vast, and so I mean, I think Carol can last a long time in this match. Whether or not I think that's a wise decision is a different story. You know, personally, you know, and granted, I don't have that heart of a champion. I was never in the ring. I was never a fighter. But I look at this and go, maybe you got to cut your losses and move on to next week. I mean, winning this match is not going to help you win that championship next week.
That's true.
I mean, I guess it's, you know, maybe it's just, that's what separates me from Captain Marvel, is this idea, like this never give up, never back down, you know, this every win is a win, you know, kind of mentality.
Yeah, I can't easily foresee any of our superstars allowing themselves to be pinned, even in a dire situation like this. I think there's too much fire in the hearts of our wrestlers. If you're in the chat
Navi
with us,
saying some words to Captain Marvel there.
If you were in the chat, let us know who you got, who you think's gonna win this matchup. Although I feel a little bit weird even asking that, because it does seem to be such a foregone conclusion. But big Captain Marvel punch, this could be it. Far away from Samus in the other corner.
Oh, Samus coming in to break it up though. But it looked like Captain Marvel may have had the win there. Navi's still out.
Yeah, I think she had it were it not for the interference of Samus. Samus backtracking to the corner. Captain Marvel tracking her, following her, but maybe thinking better of it. Scaring Brian as she gets back in the ring. Powerful presence on the number 1 contender. Whoa, sending Navi stumbling, hooking her up. What is this? A big powerbomb for... Wait, whoa. Transition down, dropping her across the top rope. And now, Carol,
doing some sort of strut move in the corner.
You know, I've heard that's good for your core. Oh! Exploder suplex in the corner. That is not good for your core. Big
Very
time
few moves in
forearm.
wrestling are.
Yeah, that's true. Not enough with that jaw-rattling forearm. Then if Captain Marvel does somehow win this, that's going to raise her stock quite a bit.
Oh, for sure. But Navi right now looking to end this, going for the cover. Oh, a 2.5 count for Navi there.
I thought
Navi feeling herself, even though Captain Marvel kicking out.
Yeah, I thought Navi had it with that single leg code breaker variation, but she doesn't seem bothered at all. In fact, she's looking better than ever. The fans booing. They hate to see this go down this way. They wanted to see an exciting tag team main event, and especially one that would be fair to Carol. But fair appears to not be on the mind of our number 1 contender. Big swinging neck breaker, and here we go. Red and blue arrow. Twisting out of the sky. Carol going higher, further, faster on her way to winning this handicap match. Samus just stood in the ring and stared her down as she did it. The champion maybe just wanted to test the mettle of her opponent next week at the pay-per-view.
I mean, wow. I was going to say, until that move, I was going to say, you know, win or lose, Captain Marvel's showing in this match has been incredible and just, like, really, you know, awe-inspiring. But the fact that Captain Marvel came away with the win in this 2-on-1 situation, I mean, Captain Marvel playing from behind, the odds were against her, and got the pin on, you know, not a slouch. I mean, we're talking about Navi. We're talking about one of, like, the people who started AHHWF, and managed to really take it to her. And, you know, obviously, like I was saying, Samus got a really up-close and personal look at Captain Marvel and what Captain Marvel can do in the ring. And I wonder if,
Here is your winner, Carol,
you know, if Samus was maybe sending a message like kind of like a, I'm gonna let you win this kind of thing, just to like realizing that Captain Marvel could actually win this thing and going, I'm gonna try to taint this for you and go, I could have broken this up, but I didn't. You know, like I feel like there's got to be some head games going on there. You know?
Yeah, you know, I was gonna say there might be like at least some of an asterisk on this victory, but to your point, I think it's impressive to be able to pin a future Hall of Famer like Navi. Oh my God, I thought that was the main event. It's not.
No.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah.
We have a big main event.
We have the actual main event.
The Judge Burge Battle Royal to figure out who's gonna challenge Sonic at Area 51.
Yeah. I'm just quickly updating the fans at home. So pardon me.
Yeah, no, that's
phone.
a good move. I honestly forgot that we had this slated, but it's an exciting one. I got a sneak preview of some of the entrants in this battle royal, and I think that it's going to be a fun match to watch on its own. It also is going to have huge implications for the title match on Sunday. Sonic is going to have his work cut out for him, regardless of who wins this match. Also, Ben, this is going to be the debut, the exciting debut of the roster member that was chosen to be hired by our King of Summer bracket contest winner. So that's also exciting.
All sorts of exciting stuff.
All sorts of exciting. Another exciting episode, as you always say.
Yeah. You know, I'm not lying when I say that at the beginning.
Why would
Honestly, when you think about the stuff that's happened tonight, we've had Hobbs and Shaw. We've had Captain Marvel winning a 2-on-1 match.
Absolutely.
We've had
Gaston
Gaston beat Wario.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want for nothing? It's AHHWF.
It's been a great night to be an HSWF fan.
And you know, this is an exciting way to cap off the evening.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm ready to get this main event started. Let's go. Let's do it. And first out to the ring, our newest roster member, our newest signee, our newest talent acquisition, Donkey Kong. A legend in this business and others. Chosen by bracket winner Becky Scott Fairley. Donkey Kong, grateful to one of our favorite fans and the person now responsible for his spot in HHWF. And I know that he's going to want to make them proud here in this Battle Royal.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Ben. This is welcome. Meet the newest member of our roster. It's exciting stuff. Love that Donkey Kong.
The newest member of our roster is actually one of my favorites from the Nintendo gym.
Yeah, you know, he's a legend. I hope he goes on to hoard as many titles as he does bananas. I want good things for this Kong. He and his family go way back.
Oh, that's nice.
In the old country, if you will. Who is this? That is Sam Wilson, the Falcon.
Sammy Wilson?
Sammy Wilson. Falcon, who very soon will be perhaps donning some different colors here at HSWF. I've heard a rumor that our very own Captain America has been in talks to hand down the suit.
Oh, wow.
I think it's just because Captain America wants to start wearing trunks. And he doesn't want the full body gear anymore.
That's probably a good call, though.
But, yeah, Sam Wilson, very stoked to be inheriting some duds. Look at him strutting his stuff on the way to the ring.
For the meantime, the Falcon.
Yes, and I believe this is another debut.
Yeah.
Now, he was not signed through any cool fancy contest on Twitter, but new signee nonetheless. And getting a good first night in here with another newcomer. They're both going to be mixing up with, no spoilers intended then, but some of the best and brightest HSWF has to offer, all for a shot at the Judge Burge title.
Oh, brightest. Let's see what you did there.
I didn't mean to do that, but thank you.
You didn't have to tell them at home.
But I wanted to be honest and open. I'm like Marin.
You ever just... You see a wrestler come out, you're just like, fuck.
I love that both of our Marin impressions require that you ever just, because that's what was happening in my brain before you said that. Hey, look at Squirtle!
Squirtle Squad.
We have not seen either member of Love Type Connection in a couple months since Frazier declared, look, you two are too good. Stay away from the tag titles for a while. You've had a bunch of shots, and I'm trying to mix things up around here, not make it the same old tag division that's been for like a year.
Well,
so,
they took some much needed time off.
Yeah.
But Squirtle now coming back and maybe setting sights on a different title.
Yeah, fresh off he and Charmander's romantic getaway to Tahiti. Now
Tahiti, I heard it's nice that time of year.
Yeah, now testing the singles waters as a water type. Squirtle looking to take on 7 other athletes to go for the overworld title. Look how happy Squirtle is. Squirtle's just a pleasant person.
Yeah, I like having Squirtle around.
Yeah, me too.
Someone's dad in the front row.
I love the dedication of our fans. These people are here every week.
Yeah.
They don't miss a single episode, whether we're in Virginia Beach, Virginia, or California later that same night. And unfortunately, this is what you're getting out of that brightest comment, but also someone who I was getting out of my best comment. Mr. Clean, former men's champion, is you know, maybe accepting that his time in the highest level of the spotlight is temporarily over for now, and saying, look, I'm just going to go for a different championship. I've had enough messing with Trunks and his whole family. I'm gonna aim elsewhere. And this is a good place to start for Mr. Clean, the Judge Burge over the top rope battle royal.
Sure, well, because Mr. Clean definitely didn't want to have a match with Wario. Maybe now that Gaston holds the title, maybe Mr. Clean's like, he seems like a little bit more of a clean person.
It's true, yeah. You know, Gaston values his hygiene and such. But I think this match type in particular would appeal to Mr. Clean because you're removing things from the ring.
Yeah, it's essentially cleaning.
Yeah. So, you know, it's a match made in heaven, literally. Wrestling match made in heaven. And it's heaven because he's all glowy and white. Anyway, who's out next?
Sometimes I listen to you do commentary, I'm like, Chris could do this on his own.
Ben, did I tell you that a wrestling promotion around here, another one besides this one, is starting up and they want me to do commentary?
At 400 pounds.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want you to do it.
I said I'd do it if they pay me. The only one I'll do for free is Alien Happy Hour Wrestling Federation, because this is where the big boys play.
And
like Captain Cutler, the biggest boy.
I like that sweater.
It's so good. And Grimdark, I'm with you. I also don't want to see the white speck that is Mr. Clean, but I do want to see this old man of mine, Captain Cutler.
Yeah.
Our favorite YouTube viewer, sailor turned in-ring competitor.
And looking to turn it into Old Man in the Sea Championship.
Yeah. Wait, did Captain Cutler get Norded? Look at his eyes. I don't remember them looking like that.
That's the fire of a champion.
Judge Burge! Overruled! My throat hurts, I'm parched. Fans booing as they're impatient for the next person to come out. You know, elementary schoolers and their patience, not two things that go together. Who's on next? Who's on first?
What's on second?
Android 16, no longer a sentient copy of Skyrim, now looking to become the next Judge Burge champion.
Yeah, well, shedding the weight of
Todd Howard? Bethesda? Bethesda?
I spent a while trying to think of where Skyrim takes place, and I realized it takes place in
It's
Skyrim. Because I was thinking of like where's Oblivion, like
Yeah.
you know, and stuff like that. But like, nope, takes place. So anyway, they're not Skyrim 16 anymore.
Yeah.
And so they're like, hey, since I'm here, since I woke up and I'm in a wrestling federation all of a sudden, I might as well challenge for some titles.
Yeah, you know, I think that's a sound thought process. As fine a logic as I've ever encountered.
Yeah.
I also think that he's looking ahead to who is the current Judge Burge champion. I think he's looking at, look, most other people in this ring will not be able to contend with Sonic's speed, and he probably can't either. But if there's anyone strong enough to just grab that little spinny ball and chuck him, it's Android 16.
Yeah.
You gotta be strong enough to stop that rolling momentum. And I think that big, hulky android is the one that can do it. Although this is another person who I deeply believe could stop Sonic, and that is another former men's champion, the father of the current men's champion, former holder of half the belts we have here, Vegeta, looking to add to his trophy collection. And he, I think, is the one to watch in this match because he is pissed.
Weighing in at 188 pounds.
Kind of like manipulated his son to get his title back, and then brought out his wife to kind of secure his championship with head games, and those head games didn't work. Now out here alone, Bulma not at his side, and his son having overcome him, I don't think Vegeta's very happy. And I think when Vegeta's not very happy, no one in the ring with him is going to be very happy either.
Well, yeah, Vegeta's like Goku's got a title, or Kakarot's got a title.
Oh, which would just drive him nuts.
Trunks has got a title. Where the hell's my title? And then he saw a blue blur go by. He's like, I want that title. How do I get it? And they're like, you got to go in this over-the-top rope battle royale match. And he's like, that's stupid, but I'll do it anyway.
Yeah, you know, he is not one to shy away from any combat opportunity. And I'm honestly a little bit fearful for the health code violations of what he's about to do to these Oh, there's 7 here. I guess health code violation makes it sound like he's gonna like contaminate their food. I mean, he's gonna hurt them really badly.
And also contaminate their food.
It's possible.
It's gonna undercook their fish.
Super Saiyan blue cheese. And is that the final entrant, or are we? I can't count. Oh, then Pyro tells me otherwise. Okay.
No, actually, that's the pyro that signifies the start of the match.
The well-known tradition. Thanks, John Wrestling. Who is this? Oh my God! The force with which Chuck E. Cheese just burst that door open.
My new favorite to win this match, Charles Entertainment Cheese, is in the building, folks.
I just got so scared. I just snapped the rubber band off my wrist that I was wearing. Oh my God! I forgot about his entrance, where just he rains down hellfire and brimstone. Ben, some might look at Chuck E. Cheese and think, okay, that's just a really swole childhood entertainment mascot. But if you've been watching this show, you know that Chuck E. Cheese, while he doesn't appear very often, has like an impeccable record. Like he's done a lot. A few times he's been here, he's like beat. I think he beat Goku twice. He was in a triple threat match with Weird Al and Vegeta that he almost won.
Took on Trunks.
Beat Trunks.
Yeah.
So Chuck E. Cheese is quite the force to be reckoned with, and yeah, just look at that.
Well, there you have it.
And oh my God, this is a star-studded Judge Burge Battle Royal, and we're gonna find out very shortly who is going on to face Sonic at Area 51 for that championship right here this time next week.
Mr. Clean trying to eliminate Falcon. Falcon holding on for the time being. Donkey Kong and Captain Cutler going up against each other. We got 16 and Squirtle. We got Chuck E. Cheese almost taking out Vegeta.
Yeah, it makes sense those two going after each other right off the bat because they have some history. Like I said, that triple threat match.
Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese saying to Vegeta, you want to dine in or take out?
And Vegeta said, I'll take out.
Oh, and there goes Donkey Kong.
Well, it was
Thanks
still a
for
fun
stopping
debut.
by. We'll see you later.
I'm sure he'll get another opportunity at a match like this. Donkey frustrated himself, really wanted to make it happen for Becky and all the other fans that were happy to see him here, but, I have faith that Donkey Kong will take this loss and come back 10 times stronger.
And definitely also a good debut for Sam Wilson there, getting a elimination on a I can't think of the adjective I'm looking for, but Donkey Kong. Yeah,
I was too distraught over being eliminated. Was it Falcon that threw him out? Yeah, that's a way to make a name for yourself. If there's 2 new fish in the pond, you throw the one fish out of the pond, and then you're the only new fish in the pond.
Yeah, and then you're a big fish in the pond.
Yeah, a big falcon in the pond.
But not for long.
Mr. Clean saying, get out of my pond. It's scummy, and I'd like to clean it. Mr. Clean is pond scum, if you ask me. Falcon arrow from 16, right hand from Captain Cutler to Vegeta, laying the Saiyan low.
Oh, and Chuck E. Cheese going out. Captain Cutler with the strong strike there.
Yeah, tremendous impact. Fucking tangling Chuck E. Cheese up into those ropes. And Chuck E's like, ow. 16,
and there goes
wow.
16. Squirtle eliminating 16.
The eliminations are coming hot and heavy.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about these kind of matches is you need to be aware of like everything that's going on. There's so many different people coming at you from different angles. You have to have your head on a swivel,
Absolutely. Vegeta taking time to taunt at Squirtle. Those two also have history. Love Time Connection and Gogeta had some great clashes for the Tag Team Championships, but Vegeta yelling at his old adversary got in his way because Mr. Clean was able to come in and take him out. Cutler tossing Clean.
And Love Type won the titles from Vegeta and Trunks.
Sure did. Well, actually, I think it went... No, Gogeta won the title. And then the Turtles won it from Vegeta.
Who won it from Vegeta and Trunks?
Oh, you're saying from Vegeta and Trunks. Yes,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you meant Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I'm
Love Type.
saying.
Yes. You're right. So they have a lot of history, actually. They've known each other for a long time.
Yeah, a giant book could be written about their history. Now, Mr. Clean going after Cutler. Oh, but Cutler throwing a bow there, and Mr. Clean down on the mat.
As Vegeta finishes off the Go to Planet Vegeta combo on Squirtle.
Oh, and Mr. Clean. Oh!
Over the top rope.
Mr. Clean
Wow,
was trying to eliminate Captain Cutler.
Wow.
Captain Cutler saying no. Vegeta eliminates Squirtle. We have Captain Cutler and Vegeta. The chat saying my money's on Cutler.
I mean, I think that is a good call right now. Look at the way he's tearing through the competition. That was a hell of a last minute we just saw. Cutler tossing Mr. Clean, Vegeta low bridging Squirtle out, and then Captain Cutler firing in with a flying forearm, a kip up, and a big sit-out powerbomb. Vegeta not trying to hoist Cutler over, but Cutler's just got that low sailor center of gravity that
Sailors
they're
are known for it, yeah.
Yeah. He weighs about as much as his boat, I think. Here we go. Torture rack. Wow, that toss. The size differential really getting shown off there. He made Vegeta look like a bug.
And now
Breaking the eyes. Bam! Big kick. I think Grimdark's money is right on the money.
Hey, there you go.
Toss this tiny Saiyan out. Big time stunner from Captain Cutler. The Captain Cutter, if you will. And setting up. What's this?
Vegeta's going for a ride.
Oh, Cutler. Here we go. Is he going to Area 51?
Captain Cutler becomes the champion, becomes the #1 contender, goes to Area 51, and takes on Sonic for the Judge Burge Overruled Championship.
I'm really looking forward to that match. The Blue Blur versus the other person wearing blue. But it's going to be Captain Cutler versus Sonic for the championship, and that's exciting as hell. Look at this big-time powerbomb that secured Cutler the win. Look at Vegeta panicking as he goes over to his death, never to be seen again.
Here is your winner,
And Captain Cutler,
the Phenom.
from fan to #1 contender.
It looked like for a moment there that Vegeta could have pulled something out, but Captain Cutler comes out on top. And Captain Cutler looking for a bit of a redemption story after, first showing up in AHHWF and losing to Wario. It appears like the curse of Wario is broken on AHHWF.
Absolutely.
And Captain Cutler is feeling strong.
I couldn't be happier about either of those two things. That settles it. That finalizes our card for our pay-per-view event next week. Area 51 is stacked. Let me just read off these matches for you in case you're anticipating watching next week. Or better yet, if you're like, I don't know if I'm going to watch next week, Chris, why don't you try and change my mind?
Yeah, why don't you tell me the matches we got?
Well, let me tell you. We just got the new confirmed Judge Burge Championship match. Sonic versus Captain Cutler.
Sonic versus Captain Cutler.
Tag Team Championship, Spirit Bomb versus Practical Jokers.
Spirit Bomb versus those Jokers.
I have no idea what's going to happen with the Hardcore Championship now that Gaston's got it, but I'm sure he'll be there. Something with Gaston.
Yeah, Gaston's got the title now. Who knows?
Patreon pick match, Penguin and Crash versus Shaggy and a partner of our patrons choosing.
Penguin and Crash versus Shaggy and a partner of our patreon.com/alienhappyhours choosing.
Samus versus Captain Marvel for the
Samus
Women's
versus
Championship.
Captain Marvel for the Women's Championship.
In our main event,
What's the main event?
Trunks versus Android 17 for the Men's Championship.
Trunks versus Android 17. How are you going to beat that?
That's like 17 reasons for you to watch next week at Area 51.
Find me something better to do on a Thursday night.
You can't.
I dare you.
You can't.
What? What, you going to go get a burger basket? Huh?
You can get the burger basket and then come here. You don't gotta choose.
That's
You can
actually
both.
probably a better decision.
Yeah. I
So,
want
yeah.
a burger basket. We should get burger basket for next week. Let's get
Okay.
Weird Al to order us some up to the booth.
Sounds good. Then, because what people love on shows is when you sit there
And chew.
and you just chew into the microphone.
Well, I think Captain Marvel's gonna win this one, Ben.
Oh no, I got ketchup. Someone call Mr. Clean.
Well, we will see you and your fine burgers right here next week for Alien Happy Wrestling Federation presents Area 51.
Thanks for tuning in, and